Hello, friends. Welcome back to our channel. Our topic today is going to be, how are we going to rescue our holiday traditions? Specifically this time, let's talk about Thanksgiving, which is an American holiday, but I think a lot of people celebrate this. It's looking forward to being thankful. I'm thankful for my Moosey.
I'm thankful for yo.
Right.
I'm supposed to say that?
Sure, of course, right off the bat.
I catch my cues.
So this is basically a chit chat, and we want to know your ideas too. I know we're all looking forward to this, but we have to stay on the positive side. So we know the negatives. The negatives are so many, but you have to take a lesson from the Swedes. What do they do at Christmas and in the wintertime, even though they have 3 feet of snow? They make their big fire pits out in the snow, and they all gather around their fire pits in different layers of clothing.
Madness.
Maybe we can get something out of that.
I'll be inside.
Well, there's always that little bit of a barbecue. Thanksgiving dinner doesn't have to be around the big long table like it's been at our family for years and years.
A barbecue Thanksgiving dinner?
We're rethinking, Moose. We're rethinking in a positive way, right?
What about the turkey?
We can eat turkey. Now, coming to the turkey. The way turkey is prepared, usually each family would come to one house, the meal. And I always made Nanny's stuffing. My stuffing is the one that I've taught all my daughters, daughter-in-laws, granddaughters, and it's so good. I put apples in it, and I put water chestnuts, sausage for Moosey. We do have some vegetarians in the family, so...
One.
No, I think we have
2.
2.
Anyway, they all call for the recipe at Thanksgiving morning.
They keep forgetting it every year. I have to write that down, just like I've written down the recipes for my grandmother's Irish soda bread and various other recipes of my mother's, her chicken pot pie, which, by the way, we had last night.
Good.
Really? I used to always buy those Marie calendars, and I still have
They were good, too.
1 or 2 stashed in the freezer for those nights I just don't want to do anything in the way of cooking. But I tell you, this homemade chicken pot pie is so easy to do. Really, really. But anyway, enough about chicken pot pie. Maybe Moose and I won't cook a big turkey. Our family has decided this year that we're not getting together. Normally, Colleen and Micah have anyone in the family who wants to come. Normally, we have about 30 people, and Colleen sets up this big, long table all the way down, and all the kids, the teeny boppers and the toddlers, are down at the end chit-chatting and having fun.
And they're dressed as Puritans and Indians.
Well, when they were little, they were more prone to do that for me.
That was a tradition.
That was always my idea when they were little. The men were always wore little Indian hats and vests from, remember what did they call that? The Indian guides, the little Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And I always had the aprons and the little pilgrims hats for the girls. And we did that when they were little, even up to about 11 or 12.
Do you remember the tradition of having the kids or telling the kids a story of Thanksgiving? How the Puritans brought in all their Indian neighbors, and the Indians brought corn and other things for the feast. And the Puritans didn't have anything yet, so they sent the hunters out, and the hunters came back with a turkey. And that was a tradition.
I do remember
that. For 200 years. But what I tell the children is, it's a good thing that those hunters didn't come back with a skunk.
Because we'd all be eating skunk.
Yeah, I know.
That's a Moosey joke, honestly.
That's a tradition.
Yeah. But we do have a book that I do recall you reading, and it's all about the story of Thanksgiving and how everybody got together, and the Indians showed the pilgrims how to plant potatoes and grow corn. And what did we do for them?
We shot
The
them
pilgrims.
a skunk. Oh.
No skunks.
Oh.
No skunks.
I don't know what we did.
Turkeys are good.
Sure.
And pumpkin pies. Maybe we grew beautiful pumpkins and taught them how to make pumpkin pies. You never know.
Yep.
Let's get back to this. A lot of people have said, please give us some good ideas for Thanksgiving. Well, first let's talk about who we are. We are the seniors of the world. All of us, all of you viewers that are watching. And right now, during this pandemic, the seniors and the grandparents are the ones that we have to be careful about. I'm sure a lot of these young families whose children have been going to schools, whose mommies have been doing the shopping, they're all going to have their little individual Thanksgivings. They might even have some of the brothers and sisters over because they've all been a little more out in the world than we have been. And we do have some friends in our age group who have contacted this and are not doing too well. And so we have to be careful. Now, they always say at Thanksgiving time, the day before Thanksgiving is the biggest travel day, airline travel day, and highway travel of the year, right? Well, this year I read that airline reservations are down 60%. Hotel reservations are down quite a bit. And car rentals, they're up because people have decided to drive. So, I personally would not fly. I know Moose wouldn't. So, if we lived far away from our kids, I don't think we would partake.
Do they have cruises there?
No cruises yet. None of the ships are in business yet.
They don't go to Caldwell or East Orange?
No,
Oh.
no. So then you have the idea of, are you going to stay in the home of your children? Well, that's another thing. They sort of advise not to do that if the children have been out and about, especially college kids. The college kids are the ones that are coming down with COVID-19. And they're handling it okay, it seems, but if they passed it on to the grandparents, it would not be a good thing. So,
what are we going to do instead?
What we have decided to do is probably maybe have a Zoom day. It sounds terrible in a way, but I'm still going to make my stuffing with my water chestnuts and sausages and all my herbs from my garden. And maybe I'll pass some around to some of the families. We do live fairly close to a lot of the kids.
And maybe they'll pass a piece of the turkey or the skunk.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking, Mose, I was thinking maybe we won't cook a big turkey. I know one of the favorite parts for us are the sandwiches and the soups. Oh, that's right. We make great turkey soup afterwards. So maybe we'll cook a little one. Usually we have about 2 turkeys. I always cook one of the turkeys, do a lot of the preparation the day before, and then put it in the oven early that morning. One of our traditions in the family has been a family hike where they all meet at a certain point, and each year they pick an area in the hills. Fortunate we have trails and things near where we are, and they take all the dogs, and I'll put some of the pictures on the video. Years and years ago, I don't think they've had a football game in a while, have they?
No, they haven't, but that's not because I don't know why they haven't.
They used to love the foot, and the women would take part.
But I've been thinking of the hike.
I think the hike.
If you live in New York, you can hike down 34th Street,
You could.
down to Macy's and see the parade.
Gosh, I wonder if they're having it this
They're
year.
having it, but no people are coming.
Now, Moose, come on. Yeah, I
no,
never
I
know
saw
when
it.
to
I
believe
saw
them
it.
and when not to. Come on. Don't tell. Don't. You
No, they're
can't-
having the parade, but they're blocking it off so people don't watch it. They can watch it on television.
Really?
Yeah.
You better not be fudging me.
Well, maybe. You never
Okay.
know.
But there is that. You know what else you can do all day long?
What?
You can burn good candles that smell like evergreen and cinnamon. You can bake something that's going to smell really good in the oven. If you're just staying home, and I think Moosey and I will be doing that. Of course, I guess I am cooking a turkey. And I always make my own cranberry sauce too, because being a diabetic, I use the Splenda sugar, and I get the fresh cranberries and make them. I love cranberry. Everybody doesn't, but I especially like it on the sandwiches for a couple days afterward too.
About a week.
Yeah, we do well. I'll be making a great turkey soup with all the veggies. That's a highlight. So if you have, you're fortunate or blessed enough to be living with a partner or friends or a hubby or a wife, you can enjoy each other with phone calls and Skypes. We have a couple of little great-grandchildren under 5, 2 that I can think of, little Brinley and little Lizzie, who have learned how to do those calls on Messenger all by themselves. And I can't tell you how many times during a day we'll get a call that'll beep on the phone. Beep, beep, Messenger, Lizzie calling. And what does she do the whole time?
She puts these fake faces. It has an app that she can make herself into a cat or a pig or something.
Well, she does talk to you,
Well,
but
what's that got to do with Thanksgiving?
Well,
You lost me.
I think on Thanksgiving, Lizzie will still be sending us some messages on Messenger.
Okay.
Well, what I'm saying is you can Skype with your family. Now, one of the traditions that I just love that our family does on Thanksgiving,
Is watch football.
well, the men, yeah, they do watch football. But before the meal is put on the big long table, everybody sits. I know there's people running back and forth from the kitchen, but we all start at the head of the table, and it's usually Micah and Colleen because they're the hosts, and they say what they are thankful for, each person one at a time, and it goes down the aisle. The best part is when we get to the kids. Some of the responses are so heartwarming.
You never expect it.
You can never expect it. Brendan, who was a 15-year-old last year, he said he was thankful for his education that his mother and father provided for him. He is a 4.3 student. He's doing so well. He's in an all-boys school. And he's thankful for his family and his mother and father. Well, a lot of the little ones will copy that too. One of them said she was thankful for her doggie and her kitty cat, and the responses are wonderful. They really are.
Made their parents kind of sad, but
Not really. It's not too bright today for some reason or other. I don't know why. I hope we're not having more rain. This is kind of a strange chit chat we're having, because as much as we can talk about reimagining and redoing and coming up with alternative ideas, it still is hard to get away from the fact that we will be missing the original traditions.
Yeah, but it's only once that's going to happen, and we'll be back on a roll again in a year.
I'm so glad you said that, Moose. You know, we firmly believe that, and it seems to be factual, that within a couple of months there should be, if everybody agrees, a vaccine that will be administered. And hopefully maybe the golden years people like ourselves will be probably toward the beginning of the line. I don't think we'll be at the end of the line, but we have that to look forward to. We all have to be positive about this. We know it's not going to be the same. What can we say? We're trying to be uplifting here.
Oh, we are. I'm not sad at all.
I know,
You know
but
how I am.
I know.
I live for the moment I'm in. Like right now.
Well, we have
I
so
love
much
it
to be
here.
thankful for.
Yeah. And I don't plan ahead. I don't worry and have anxiety. I just love where I am right now with you. And so you kind of have to come to that agreement with yourself to enjoy your life as it's handed to you.
I like those words. For those of you living alone, maybe you have a friend who has quarantined like yourself, so it's a safe friend. Try and maybe get together with them that day, or at least if your children are living far away, talk to them on the phone. Maybe even do a Zoom meal together. I just can't think of any other way to get seniors included in a big family Thanksgiving and be safe. You know, I did take some notes on a lot of this, but everybody says the same thing. Number one, be safe. And we're not going to go over all the ways you have to be safe. It's the self-distancing. Wear those masks. I know they're hard. Try and stay outside. If you're going to go and visit family, make sure that you know that each person within that family has not been in one of those locations that are high risk right now. There are some areas of high risk. And I know your children and your family would not want to put you at risk anyway. So if you are going to be with people you haven't been in a while, just kind of find out a little bit about where everybody's been and just do it safely. Try and stay out. Maybe keep the windows open. Maybe not if you're in Sweden.
Let the snow come in.
Or New York City.
Let the pigeons come in.
Yeah, that's true. The pigeons too. Well, they get hungry, don't they? Do they eat turkey?
No, they eat skunk.
I might give Moose a skunk for Thanksgiving. At any rate.
Well, you know what I was thinking? Our next video, we can talk about how we did Thanksgiving and how we dealt with it.
We will do that.
We're kind of being forward thinking now, but we can tell you how it happened.
I know. This isn't very productive. We're trying to be uplifting, and maybe let's just call this entertaining. We get to wear our clothes. These are some of the clothes that I'm trying to bring in. Still haven't finished the project, but that's okay.
And you're wearing your turquoise jewelry.
And I'm wearing my turquoise jewelry that matched this.
Oh, no, that's not. Is this
No,
one?
these are different colors. Turquoise. But this is one of those sweaters that my daughter gave me, and I liked it because the colors were pretty. Have on some new boots today. Well, they're old because I never wore them. They're a year old. Haven't worn them before, but they're those nice ankle boots. Anyway, enough about clothes. Hey,
Yeah.
guess what's coming up Saturday?
Could it be someone's birthday?
Maybe it could be someone's birthday. Now, at least we can celebrate this together. I have celebrated, and as Moose has, our 80th birthdays we're 6 months apart in years. And the children, all of the grandchildren and children and great-grandchildren, gave us the most wonderful 80th birthday parties. For Moose, we had a huge roast at a large place that one of the children belongs to, a country club. And each and every one of all these little kids got up and said wonderful things about Moosey. They performed, a couple of them sang, a couple of them made up poems. Debbie made a skit and wore costumes with her kids. It was a wonderful day and a wonderful tribute. On my 80th birthday, what did they do?
Colleen sent out a video of the dancing from the Grease movie. You know, the pink ladies and the guys with their combing their hair back. And there was a dance on it.
Oh, what was the name of that song?
I don't know, but they were all rehearsed in it. And when she walked through the door, there must have been 30 or 40 of them, right down to the little ones. And they started that dance, that music, all in unison, like they had rehearsed it.
We do have a video of it, and we're gonna put that hopefully on one of these, either now or a little bit later, maybe after my birthday. And you have to imagine in your head the song. I can't remember the name of the song they did it to. If I played it, it would be a copyright, so I can't do it. It was wonderful. But I think Moose and I will be celebrating my birthday together.
Yeah.
Maybe a few phone calls, maybe a drive-by. We'll see.
Yeah.
Everything is so different this
We
year.
could swing down to McDonald's and have dinner.
We could. Maybe Del Taco will be ordering some kind of a turkey burrito. That might be fun.
Lobsters, you.
Oh, lobsters might be fun.
Birthday meal.
It is. Lobster
Anyway.
trip. Anyway,
We're out of here.
yep, I think it's time to say goodbye. So you can vamos somewhere. Okay. So it's time to be thankful, have gratitude for everything that we have. Thanksgiving and some holidays might be reimagined right now, but we're going to do the best we can, and we have a lot to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our little chit-chat. We're trying to be positive and uplifting. If you have an idea that might help us, some suggestion on a creative way to celebrate the holidays, please let us know and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and share. This just tells us that you like us and you're enjoying the videos. So goodbye for now. We'll see you real soon. We're going to try and do a little bit more over the holidays just to kind of keep everybody uplifted. We've had some requests, so we'll try and do some more chit-chats. Love you all. God bless us all. Bye-bye for now.